Look 1. Those sheer black pantyhose are doing all the quiet work here. Softly matte, office appropriate, but still just sheer enough that your knees and shins glow under the light as you walk across the meeting room. Paired with the burgundy turtleneck and tailored black shorts, the tights turn your legs into these clean, uninterrupted lines that feel very, I run this place. I love starting a workday in sheers like this. Pulling them up over my calves in the morning instantly makes my shorts feel more polished and intentional. And every time I sit down at my desk and cross my legs, I feel that light nylon glide that reminds me I'm dressed to be noticed, but still totally professional. Look 2. A fine, coffee nude pair of pantyhose is what makes that little black dress read boardroom instead of nightclub. The tights slightly warm the tone of your legs and give them a satiny finish that balances the structured shoulders and the minimalist gold-capped pumps. It's such a powerful combination. Clean black column of fabric, tiny bit of shine at the knee, and that small chain bag swinging by your side. Sliding them on after a shower, I feel the cool nylon hug my thighs, and suddenly the idea of standing under bright office lighting feels flattering instead of harsh. Look 3. These glossy nude pantyhose are full airbrushed legs energy. Smooth, high shine, and absolutely desk-friendly when you pair them with a soft taupe shift dress and pointed neutral heels. The sheen picks up the pink and purple light behind you so your calves almost look lit from within. This is the kind of pair I reach for when I want to feel put together, but still a little playful. Once I've eased them up over my knees, I can't resist running my hands down the front of my legs and seeing that bright line of shine appear. Look 4. Your sheer black tights here have that velvety 20D density, more coverage, but not quite opaque. So they're perfect with the deep V black blouse and wine pencil mini. They ground the shorter hem, balancing the plunging neckline so the overall look still reads as polished, especially with those classic black pumps. I love tights like these on days full of presentations. They feel reassuringly snug on my legs and make me walk a touch slower and more deliberate. Look 5. The pantyhose here are a rich, glossy suntan, almost liquid over your legs as you curl up on the office-adjacent sofa in your nude bodysuit and black mini. They catch every bit of light from knees to ankles, drawing the eye, while the rest of the outfit stays in a quiet palette. It's a perfect, late workday cocktail look, formal enough from the waist up with just that extra shimmer around your calves. Personally, I adore this kind of shine when I'm going from the office to a work dinner. I'll sneak into the restroom, slide on my glossy pair over my bare legs, and suddenly my heels feel more glamorous. My posture softens, and even sending one last email feels nicer with my legs gleaming under the desk. Look 6. Here the sheer black pantyhose are ultra shiny, almost like a liquid filter over your legs as you sit with them crossed in that cobalt chair. The reflections race from thigh to ankle, meeting a razor-sharp black stiletto, so the whole lower half looks long and sleek. It's the classic black skirt and tights formula, but the gloss makes it modern and a little daring. Whenever I wear this kind of high-sheen black in a waiting room or conference reception, I notice how the ankle flexes and the light line bends. I find myself tilting my foot or shifting my knees just to trace that stripe again. Look 7. Your pantyhose here are a soft, polished nude, low on shine, high on refinement, stretching under the hem of a black mini and that electric blue satin blouse. They even out the skin tone and add just enough slip so your skirt never clings in the wrong place. Add in the black patent pumps, and suddenly it's the perfect, sexy secretary riff without losing office credibility. For me, a pair like this is all about comfort through a long day. I love how they make my legs glide across my office chair, and how the control top subtly supports my midsection so I feel confident leaning over someone's screen or walking down the hallway with a mug in hand. Look 8. These look like ultra sheer nudes, barely there, but still giving you that smoothing veil, under a cream blazer and micro mini skirt suit. The pantyhose soften the transition between your black top and your skin, keeping the outfit firmly in the chic professional lane, even with the shorter hem. I love a nearly invisible tight for days packed with client meetings. When I put them on in the morning, they feel like cool water up my legs, and by the time I've fastened the waistband, everything underneath my suit feels streamlined. It's such a quiet kind of sensuality, knowing the fabric is there, hugging your legs, even if most people can't quite tell why you look so polished. Look 9. Rainy day sheers. Classic black tights, light as mist, under tailored black shorts and a lace bralette that would hide under a blazer once you're at your desk. The hosiery is that ideal 20D. Opaque against the foot, a bit more transparent as it climbs toward the thigh, making bare feet on wood floors look intentional and chic. I love this kind of look for working from home or creative offices. Slipping into black sheers on a gray morning feels like sealing in warmth. When I stand at the window watching the weather, I'm hyper aware of how the tights insulate my legs while still letting me wiggle my toes and feel the cool air through the weave. Look 10. The pantyhose here are a gleaming nude, the shine running like a ribbon along your shins as you cross your legs on the bench in that checked blazer and pencil skirt. They add a touch of glamour to a very classic office formula: white blouse, tailored jacket, sky-high black pumps. So you end up looking like the most stylish person in the courtyard. I love how glossy nudes behave outdoors. The sunlight bounces off my knees, and suddenly even a basic black heel looks special. When I sit outside answering emails, I feel the skirt's hem slide against the nylon and the cool air brushing my legs, and it makes the whole workday feel a bit more cinematic. Look 11. Here, you're in sheer, light nude pantyhose, softly glowing but not flashy, under a high-waisted gray pencil skirt and a sheer blouse with that strong contrasting collar. The tights give your legs an even porcelain finish that works beautifully with the gray suede heels and the structured little chain strap bag. This is such a perfect coffee meeting outfit. The skirt says efficient, the blouse says approachable, and the hosiery quietly pulls it all together. I love wearing light nudes with gray. When I slide them on after a shower, the nylon cools my skin, and I watch my legs transform from patchy to polished in seconds, which always makes me feel more ready to be on display in a conference room or cafe corner. Look 12. The pantyhose in this teal shirt dress look are a gentle caramel sheer, just a bit deeper than your natural tone, giving your legs that healthy weekend in the sun finish. Because they're sheer, they keep the fluttery hem of the dress from feeling too sweet. The tights streamline everything and make the lace-up pumps look more intentional and refined. I especially love this combination for offices with a looser dress code. Pulling on a pair like this under a colorful dress lets me feel playful while still feeling covered and secure. I always notice how the tights make my strides feel smoother. The skirt swinging against nylon instead of skin, which is such a small comfort, but makes long days of walking between meetings so much nicer. Look 13, matte black tights take center stage here, climbing from pointed patent pumps to the hem of a simple black sheath. They're more opaque than the earlier looks, which adds a serious, slightly secretarial authority to the outfit. The way the tights meet the cushy office chair, with your legs elegantly crossed, is exactly what makes this look feel both powerful and quietly sensual. I love a good pair of matte opaques on days when I want my legs to look sculpted without any shine. When I roll them on, there's a cozy resistance as the fabric climbs my calves. And once they're on, every cross and uncross of my legs under the desk feels smooth and contained, like my posture is held together by the hosiery. Look 14. Your tights here are sheer black again, but with a slightly denser evening-ready finish that pairs perfectly with the off-shoulder charcoal knit dress. The hosiery keeps the exposed shoulder from veering too casual. Your legs are elegantly wrapped, ending in classic pointed black pumps that echo the sleekness of the tights. This is such a smart work event outfit. You're covered, but the subtle sheerness keeps things interesting. When I wear something similar, I love the moment I slide the dress down over the waistband and feel both fabrics meet. The knit hugs the pantyhose, and my stride becomes this mix of ease and polish that makes walking down an office hallway feel like walking a runway. Look 15. These sheer black pantyhose are pulled over your legs like ink. A consistent tone from toes to hem under the micro black dress, cinched with a belt and topped with that chocolate blazer. The tights anchor the knee-high boots, turning them from statement shoe into part of one long column of darkness that elongates your frame. It's the perfect example of how hosiery can make a shorter dress work appropriate. Your legs feel covered, not bare, yet that slight sheerness keeps them visually light. I love this formula for transitional seasons. I'll step into my sheers, feel the soft elastic settle at my waist, and then zip up boots over them. And the sensation of the leather hugging the nylon always makes me stand a little taller and walk with more purpose through the office. Look 16. In this navy dress look, the pantyhose are a golden nude, adding warmth and glow to your legs that balances the cool tone of the wrap dress. They're sheer enough that your knees catch the light as you adjust your shoes on the sofa, but they still hide any little imperfections, leaving your legs camera ready for any impromptu video calls. Pairing them with navy pumps keeps everything tone on tone and chic. I personally love nude sheers with darker dresses for days packed with client presentations. Slipping into them after moisturizing feels like sealing in all that softness. As I cross and uncross my legs through meetings, I feel the nylon brush against itself and against the lining of my dress. And it's this constant, subtle reminder that I'm wrapped in something intentionally feminine, even when the agenda is all numbers and strategy. Look 17. Sheer black tights again, this time under a floral wrap dress in the studio lights. The tights give your legs a uniform, shadowy tone that lets the pink roses on the dress pop, and the black pumps finish everything off with broadcast-ready polish. It's exactly the kind of look that reads well on camera and in person. When I wear sheer black tights in a brightly lit space, I'm always struck by how they soft focus my legs. The light bounces just enough to make my calves look smooth, but not shiny. Rolling them on before a big presentation feels like part of my on-air ritual. I feel the waistband settle, do a quick smoothing gesture down my thighs, and suddenly I feel turned on for performance in the most professional way. Look 18. Here you've chosen sheer black patterned tights, tiny crosses scattered up your legs, under a simple black skirt and nude pointed flats. The pattern is subtle enough for the office, but still playful. It draws the eye without shouting, especially when you're standing at your desk or walking down a hallway. I love pattern sheers for days when I want to feel fun but still appropriate. Sliding them on, I can feel the faint texture of the little motifs under my fingers. As I look down at my legs between tasks, those tiny details make me smile. And the fact that they're balanced with a classic shoe and plain skirt keeps everything grounded and work safe. Look 19. In this office shot, your legs are wrapped in opaque burgundy tights, matching the rich turtleneck up top and contrasting against the black skirt and heels. The colored hosiery still feels professional because the weave is dense and matte, almost like a pair of tailored trousers, but the color adds a deep, sensual warmth. I adore colored opaques for fall and winter workdays. When I pull them up, they feel like cozy socks that just keep going, and the way they hug my thighs makes skirts feel less exposing. Throughout the day, every time I catch a glimpse of that wine tone crossing my knees under the desk, I get a little mood lift. It's like wearing a secret pop of personality in a sea of black and gray. Look 20. Finally, we're back in full-on power mode. Solid black opaque tights under a sharp short suit, tailored blazer, matching shorts, and a black turtleneck. The tights turn your legs into sleek, uninterrupted columns that anchor those pointy, graphic heels. There's zero bare skin showing, and yet the outfit feels incredibly sensual because of how closely everything skims the body and how confident the silhouette is. I love dressing like this on days when I need to feel completely in control. Pulling on my opaque tights is the first step, feeling that firm, even pressure from ankle to waist. Then I layer the turtleneck, the shorts, the blazer, and when I finally step into heels, I feel locked into an armor that's still soft and feminine. Every stride down the corridor has that smooth, gliding sensation of nylon inside leather, and it makes even the most serious meeting feel like my stage.